Hey, what's going on? Let's talk about local directories and why I believe they are not a good option for you if you are just starting out your restaurant marketing agency. So if you're not familiar with what these directories are, I've talked to lots of people and I've even looked into this model where you set up a directory of all the restaurants in your community, right? And you have them all listed and you have links to their website and their social media. And then you go to restaurants and you ask them if they want to have deals or they want to be listed on your restaurant. The idea is that they pay for it. When I've talked to people about this, I've talked to lots of people about this, very few actually get anybody to actually pay them to be listed on there, to have deals or things like that on there. Now, I understand there are people that have made it work. I'm talking about when you are just getting started with your restaurant marketing agency and using that as a tool to make money. I believe it is not a good way to do that. So let's dive in and talk about three things that I think make it a bad business model, and the one thing that I think you could do to take this idea and do it to really scale up and make money. So the first one is the money issue. All right, so think about this. If your goal is to make $10,000 a month, that is a great goal. You want to have 10K months, and you're charging $100 to be listed on your directory. You're going to have to go out there and get 100 restaurants to agree to be listed on your directory. That is a lot of work. Getting out there and talking to 100, to get 100 people, you're going to have to go talk to 500 to 1,000 people. It's going to be a lot of work. Instead, think about if you could have a service like a marketing service where you build a database and you help drive people in with offers, where you only have to get 20 clients paying you $500 a month. 20 clients paying you $500 is going to be so much easier for you to go get them and to also manage it, because you're going to have to be managing. If you have 100 people paying you, you're going to have to chase down 100 people to pay you every month and make sure they're all happy. I can just imagine it is a nightmare. So that is the first thing. I just don't see the economics of how it works, all right? Number two is you just don't have enough traffic. You don't have enough people visiting your directory for it to even make sense for restaurants to do it. Yeah, they may allow you to put it on there for free, but are they paying you to do it? Because unless you have massive amounts of people visiting your directory, it's not going to be worth it. Because I bet one of the first questions the restaurant's going to ask you is, how many monthly visitors do you have to your directory? And if it's a super small number, they're not going to see the value in doing it. Think about, unless you're a major influencer where you're driving hundreds of thousands of people to your directory and you've got a massive list. If this is a long play where I think it's going to take a lot of time. Okay. Number three is people don't like to share the spotlight. Okay. So think about this. If you're doing marketing, you're offering an ad, and you're sending traffic or you're running ads to get people to go to your directory, people don't want to share the spotlight with other restaurants. They want the focus to be on them, especially if they're paying. If I was a restaurant owner paying you to be on your directory, I would want to be like, the queen bee. I would want to have all the attention on me. But if I'm having to split it with other restaurants, especially if I'm a pizza restaurant and you got another pizza restaurant on there, that's going to be a hard sell for me. All right. So instead, here's what I would suggest you do. Number one is with your Eats page, which if you've been following me along, you know I am a big believer in doing Eats pages. And you get out there and you talk to people and you build relationships and you make friends with people. You don't lead with doing sales. You go out there and just talk to people and you do an interview. Okay. And you do that interview and where you're featuring them, where you're giving them some love. All right. Now, if you want to have a directory and you want to put that video on your directory, I think that's a great idea. That would build something that they would love to have. All right. Then what we do, and this is really our secret sauce, is that we do a giveaway. And in that giveaway, we are kind of giving them a taste of what we do with our marketing services. And it's kind of a try it before you buy it. Instead of doing a free trial, this is the free trial. Now, what you're doing with this is you are building your own list. Okay, you are building your own list of customers that are opting in. So now you could take that and you could monetize that. You could go to restaurants and say, if you want, I have not done this, but if you want, a better thing would be to say, hey, I have a list of 10,000 people on my list, all right? And I could do this giveaway where we send out an offer to all 10,000 people. Would you be willing to pay $100 to do that? That's going to be much more intriguing and enticing to them than being listed on your directory. And then you can get $100 for doing that, where you can then tease and lead into bringing them on as a client. So as a model here, I just think this makes a lot more sense in trying to build out these directories and work your tail off to get 100 people paying you $100 a month. That seems just like a lot of work to me. So if you're interested in learning more about how you can get restaurant clients without doing things like this and make it super easy and have a step-by-step plan of exactly what to do, book a strategy call. I'm going to drop a link below where we can just sit down and have a quick chat about what you're doing with your marketing efforts right now and your way to get clients. And then we can talk about maybe ideas to work together and how you could do that and take things to the next level. If it's a good fit, we'll talk some more. If it's not, then no harm, no foul. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you.